أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها شفاعة ولا يؤخذ منها عدل ولا هم ينصرون. وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. وإذ فرقنا بكم البحر فأنجيناكم وأغرقنا آل فرعون وأنتم تنظرون. وإذ واعدنا موسى 40 ليلة ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده وأنتم ظالمون. ثم عفونا عنكم من بعد ذلك لعلكم تشكرون. وإذ آتينا موسى الكتاب والفرقان لعلكم تهتدون. وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم إنكم ظلمتم أنفسكم باتخاذكم العجل فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فاقتلوا أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم. وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتكم الصاعقة وأنتم تنظرون. ثم بعثناكم من بعد موتكم لعلكم تشكرون. وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون. وإذ قلنا ادخلوا هذه القرية فكلوا منها حيث شئتم رغدا وادخلوا الباب سجدا وقولوا حطة نغفر لكم خطاياكم وسنزيد المحسنين. فبدل الذين ظلموا قولا غير الذي قيل لهم فأنزلنا على الذين ظلموا رجزا من السماء السماء بما كانوا يفسقون.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Munibah Khan and you're watching Duroos-Ul-Qur'an. Today we are beginning with lesson number 8, Surah Al-Baqarah, Ruku number 6, volume 1. The cause of downfall in life is the forgetfulness of the hereafter. O Bani Israel, remember my blessing which I conferred upon you, and that I preferred you over the worlds, and fear a day when no soul will avail another anything, nor intercession will be accepted, nor compensation taken, nor will they be helped. And remember when we saved you from Pharaoh's people, who were inflicting terrible punishment upon you, slaughtering your sons and sparing your women. That was a great trial from your Lord. And remember when we parted the sea for you and saved you, while we drowned the people of Pharaoh, while you were looking on. And when we appointed for Musa 40 nights on Mount Tur. Then you took the calf for worship in his absence, while you were wrongdoers. Then we pardoned you even after that, so that you might be grateful. And remember when we gave Musa the book Torah and the criterion of right and wrong, so that you may be guided. This is the 6th ruku of Surah Al-Baqarah, and that is recited and that its translation is presented. Let's reflect on the blessings Allah has mentioned in these verses to Bani Israel and the lessons and guidance hidden with them for us. One noteworthy point is that Allah addressed them with Bani Israel, not with O Jews, O actionless, or O unrighteous. One other reason is that wisdom in preaching requires that one speaks in good words so that the addressee may be inclined towards both da'i and dawah. If derogatory or demeaning terms are used, the addressee will be repelled instead of coming closer. Another reason is that one would be happier when attributed to his elders. Secondly, it will be easier for him to draw his mind thoughts and actions that you should adopt, that the thought, deeds, character, conduct and morals of the elders or great person who is your predecessor. Second point is that the one aspect of the Qur'an's call is that it reminds us of Allah's general and special favors. That is because the more favors and blessings are remembered, the more feeling of gratitude will naturally arise for Allah, and the spirit of obedience and servitude will emerge. Third, the special favors of Allah on Bani Israel which are mentioned in these verses are: the first favor Allah bestowed on Bani Israel was that they were given the position of leadership and guidance over the world, but they did not fulfill their duties and remained addicted to the world. Not to speak of inviting others to belief and righteous deeds, they forgot both themselves. They also distorted their beliefs, especially they altered the belief in the hereafter. The rulers of the world are tyrants and oppressors, and since they are guilty, they also commit the crime of freeing the criminals, such as sometimes they release the culprit and imprison the innocent in return, sometimes they release the offender because of undue pressure and for the sake of recommendations, sometimes they release them in exchange for a bribe or any favor. Sometimes culprits accomplices come in a large group, and with sheer power of the number of people, they get their man released. Bani Israel thought they would avoid the punishment of their crime by using these tactics in the hereafter. The same is true of Muslims today, who are oblivious of both faith and deeds. They have invented beliefs regarding the hereafter against the Qur'an and the Sunnah. With newly invented beliefs, they have begun to think that they will somehow escape the grip of Allah. Allah is neither unjust nor negligent. No one will be punished on behalf of anyone else. There is no escape from hell in exchange for any compensation. Bribery will be of no use there, and no one will be able to release them through human power. Until the Muslim community fulfills its duty of leading and guiding the world, Muslims do not fulfill their duty of witnessing the truth and fulfill the requirements of faith and action. They will not be able to achieve prosperity even with dozens of governments. That is why Allah said, Beware of the day when no one will help anyone. Neither recommendation nor compensation will be accepted, nor will they be able to get help from anywhere. The second favor Allah bestowed on them was that He had delivered them from the bondage of Firaun and the family of Firaun. No ruler in the world history has ever inflicted so much humiliating and disgraceful punishment that Firaun and his family. The Bani Israel's sons used to get killed at birth, and their daughters and wives used to get spared to serve them or probably for lewdness. Allah, by His grace alone, delivered Bani Israel rather miraculously, saved them. Therefore the sea split, giving way to Bani Israel but drowning Firaun and his army in the sea. In this bounty of Allah upon Bani Israel, there is excellent solace for us sinful and helpless Indian Muslims. The Israelites were actionless and unrighteous, so are we. There was disorder in them, so is among us too. Indian Muslims differ significantly based on race and lineage, sect and participation in political parties, etc. They were slaves of Firaun. We are slaves of our countrymen. Their sons used to get killed. Our children and older people, boys and girls, young men and women are getting killed for 70 years now. Our lives, property, wealth, worship, honor and graveyards are being looted, and all sorts of tactics are being used to deprive us for our beloved homeland, dear religion and Islamic identity. Organized conspiracies are being hatched, and attempts are being made to oust us from here in a planned manner. Allah was watching the helplessness of Bani Israel, and He is watching our helplessness and oppression. Allah had pity on Bani Israel, and He will indeed have compassion on us too. He created Musa alayhi salam against the tyrant Firaun. He will undoubtedly create a Musa alayhi salam for the wrongdoers here. And this proverb will come true, inshallah, lakul Firaun Musa. There is a Musa for every Firaun. Allah Almighty drowned Firaun and his group in the sea. He will bury our oppressors in the same ditch, inshallah. But the Muslim Ummah of India should also be concerned about fulfilling its responsibilities. These are some of the duties of the Muslim Ummah. First, the first responsibility is that the entire Ummah should perform the duty of preaching Islam. The second responsibility is that the Ummah should build its own political platform while remaining within the realm of Sharia. Third responsibility is that the Ummah should also make a constitutional effort for its own defense. That means within the constitution, full attention should be paid to using material resources for safety, self-dependency and self-defense. The fourth responsibility is that the Ummah should strive to rise in all aspects of knowledge and practice in order to develop this country. The fifth and the foremost responsibility is that the Ummah should adopt Islamic character in terms of faith, deeds, conduct and behavior, and strive to become a Da'i Ummah. The third favor Allah bestowed on them was that He had given them guidance for life. He gave them the criterion to distinguish between truth and falsehood. Through this criterion, they could sort out the mixture of fabrication and falsehood from their beliefs, thoughts, characters, morals, habits, society, way of life, individuality, and the collectively, and live their lives according to the faith and Islam. This is the same favor Allah has bestowed on the Muslims. He has given them the book of guidance and the constitution of life. They have been given the sunnah of the last Prophet ﷺ, along with the last book, which is the criterion for distinguishing between truth and falsehood. Muslims should think about not only the Muslims of India, but also the Muslims of the world, not only their individuals, but also their organizations and governments, as if the whole Ummah should review their life and role in the world based on the Quran and Sunnah. Consequently, the facets of life that are flawed should be sorted out. In this way, inshallah, the Muslim Ummah will be able to play a positive role in the world. In this way, they will be able to perform the duty of leading and guiding the world. With this, we'll end today's video. Inshallah, we'll continue with the second half of of lesson number 8 in our next video. Jazakallah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.